It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. He's been a frequent end-zone tourist. He's second in the league in rushing touchdowns. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers under the lights on Monday night.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. Darius Davis to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 11. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who Brock I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
2nd and 1. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Pistol now for Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Hauled in by Worthy. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's Worthy running the slant. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Tuli Tuipulotu in for the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas City. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. 1st and 10, Herbert. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Herbert on 1st down. Finds McConkey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Give him 3 yards, that's gonna bring up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run it with Harris. Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Now it's Mahomes. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Throwing on first is Herbert. And his throw's knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. So 2nd down coming up. Back to the air, Herbert. Dumps it off to his running back. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Herbert to throw once more. Pass taken in by the rookie out of Ole Miss. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. Conklin brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
defense.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
This drive just keeps on moving after the penalty resets that marker. They go play action. Here's Herbert. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Brown with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. From the 32. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Another throw for Mahomes. Throwing this back in the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Herbert with a blitz coming. Into the hands of Conklin. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Escapes the pocket. He's on the move.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Harris will take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Chiefs headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Ball at the 33 for first down. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stopped by Deion Henley.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 now. Finds his man Rice. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs with a chance to score and take a lead into the locker room.
Yellow.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Hits him on the in route. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the air, Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Out comes the Charger offense late in this first half. And we'll see how they choose to attack this. They've got 50 seconds at their disposal. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Herbert throwing again. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now Herbert again. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. We're at halftime here on Monday night. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. It's Pacheco again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Hauled in by Rice. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by Elijah Molden. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. And that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself.
And that's a Kansas City touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. They've got first down from the 31. Going to Harris to start the half. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. On 3rd down, Herbert finding Davis. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Herbert on 1st down. That throw finds Coughlin. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Herbert from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying on the ground with Harris. Into the second level past the 30. To the house. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers start the second half with some needed points. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers tie this game at 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He's going to field this at the 2. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped by Deion Henley. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. On target to Worthy.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Finds his man, Gray. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. A counter give here to Pacheco. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds his man Rice. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Kate,
Well, I think we can all see this one, partner. Some considerable frustration beneath Coach Reed's mustache, and he throws the flag. Oh, this one is really close, Brock. Did he establish possession and then get both feet down?
yeah, maintaining possession while being a ballerina, not always easy. A lot to look at here, but I know he thinks he's got a touchdown.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Again, Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 31. He finds McConkey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. 2nd and 8. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Going right side, Harris with it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Harris gets it on the counter. And he's brought down for a loss. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's Herbert. Dumps it off to his running back. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Running behind center with Harris. And he's able to keep it moving down to the 28. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Harris once more. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short, so that's 3rd and less than a yard. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. It's a gain of 4 there, and the Chargers will have a first.
Go.
Najee takes this one. Broke through the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And the defender comes away with it. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Running is Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs leading by 7. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Second down run by Pacheco. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
He'll go to a knee to close this one out, Brock, and it's only fitting that he's holding the ball in the end after the absolutely tremendous game that he had. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.